The Athletics take on the Rangers, 6:37 p.m. Eastern start time. The A's are the $2 favorite, totals 9.5, juice to the over. The Rangers are plus $1.70 on the money line. And if you like the Rangers to keep this one close, they're plus 105, catching the 1.5 on the run line. We got Jordan Lyles for the Rangers, Chris Bassett for the Athletics. I'm 2-0 in my last two board member tier package plays on patreon.com/Brock Page. I'm also 3-0 in my last three extra daily pick tier package plays on that site as well. For more information on how you can access this exclusive premium content, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that is patreon.com/Brock Page. Now, Jordan Lyles takes the bump for Texas this evening, just 1-3 on the season with a 9.25 ERA. Jordan's walked 13 batters already and has a whip of 1.89. The Rangers are on a two-game losing streak, including a 10-3 loss to Oakland during that short span. They've also dropped 10 out of their last 11 ball games and rank in the bottom three in run production per contest. Now, we are looking at a Texas club who is currently in second to last place in the American League West. They are 8 games below 500, and they have a putrid .367 win percentage. The Rangers rank in the bottom three in hits on average per game, top 10 in most runs allowed per contest as well. They're taking on an Oakland club who leads the entire majors in wins alongside of the Dodgers. They're currently 22-10, and they find themselves in sole possession of first place in the AL West. Chris Bassett takes the mound for Oakland this evening, 2-1 record with a .297 ERA and a 1.08 whip. He's also punched out 28 batters in just over 33 innings of work. The A's have won 3 out of their last 4, and they've posted a record of 10-4 straight up in their last 14. Oakland ranks in the top 3 in walks on average per game at the plate, top 5 in fewest runs allowed. Marcus Semien leads the team in hits. Olsen leads the club in homers with 10 of them. And Stephen Piscotty's currently knocked in 26. Oakland's won 12 out of their last 14 ball games against the Rangers. 6-1 straight up in their last 7 at Globe Life Park. Now, scoring-wise, 5 out of Chris Bassett's last 6 starts stayed under the posted total. 6 out of Oakland's last 8 contests also stayed under the number. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, we're looking at a Rangers club who saw 9 out of their last 16 home games stay under the total themselves. Give me the Oakland A's winning this one straight up and the under 9.5 in that game. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick timeout and welcome you to part 2 of today's MLB video. Got some lines and purslines out for Thursday's MLB baseball action. Happy Thursday to you. The weekend is right around the corner. And for those playing hooky tomorrow, maybe you have the sniffles. The weekend's here. The weekend is already here. But anyway, before we go ahead and move on, just want to quickly remind you once again that we are 2-0 in our last 2 board member tier package plays on patreon.com/Brock Page. We're also 3-0 in our last 3 extra daily pick tier package plays on that site as well. If you want some more information on how you can join in on the action, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/Brock Page. And moving on, we're going to take a look at the Red Sox Blue Jays, 6:37 p.m. East. The Blue Jays are minus 215, totals 9.5, juice to the over. The Sox are plus $1.80 for some money line cash. And if you'd like Boston to cover the number, they're minus $1.10, catching the 1.5. On the run line, we got Chris Mazza for the Sox, Hyun-Jin Ryu for the Blue Jays. Ryu's 2-1 with a .319 ERA and 33 strikeouts. He's walked just 9 batters in 31 innings of work, and he's posted an impressive 1.03 whip. The Blue Jays have won 2 out of their last 3, including a 9-1 dismantling of the Red Sox yesterday. They also won 8 out of their last 11 and rank in the top 10 in offensive hits per contest. Teoscar Hernandez leads the team in hits and homers. He's hit 11 home runs, which is tied for 3rd in Major League Baseball. Randall Grichuk also leads the team in batting average and RBI as well. He's currently hitting .307, while also knocking in 21. And And Kayvan Biggio leads the club in on-base percentage. He's just 3 points shy of a 400 OBP. The Blue Jays are in the top 10 in fewest hits allowed per contest, top 10 in striking batters out. They're taking on a Red Sox club who lost 3 out of their last 4 themselves, and they find themselves winning just 35% of their road games. Boston ranks in the top 3 in most runs allowed per contest, top 3 in most hits allowed per game as well. Boston's failed to cash in on the run line in nearly 66% of their road games. They've also lost 11 out of their last 14 games against the American League, and they have the fewest wins in the American League alongside of the Angels. Boston has a win percentage of just .323. Now, total-wise, 3 out of Ryu's last 4 starts stayed under the posted total. 4 out of Toronto's last 5 games also stayed under the number. Meanwhile, the Red Sox on the other side have gone 65% to the under in their games away from home this season. Give me the Blue Jays -1.5 and the under 9.5 in that game. Moving on, we're going to take a look at the Phillies taking on the Nationals. 6:37 East, 6:30 p.m. Eastern start time. The Nats are the $1.80 favorite. Totals 9.5, juice to the under. The Phillies are plus $1.55 for some money line cash. And if you like the Phils to cash in on the run line, they're -135, catching the 1.5. We got Spencer Howard for the Phils, Max Scherzer for the Nationals. Now, Scherzer's got an ERA of 4.31 and has already walked 13 batters in just over 31 innings of work. Max has also posted a whip of 1.40, as the Nationals are finding themselves winning just 31% of their ball games at home. Washington's currently in last place in the NL East and finds themselves 6 games below 500. They also have a win percentage of just .393, and they rank in the top 3 in the league in most hits allowed per contest. Washington's also cashed in on the run line in just 29% of their home games. They are taking on a Philly squad who's won their last 3 straight, including an 8-3 victory over these very Nationals during that stretch. They also beat the Braves by the final of 5-4 during that span as well. Philly currently ranks in the top 5 in scoring, top 10 in hits. Didi Gregorius currently leads the club in hits, Bryce Harper in batting average and OBP. Bryce is currently hitting .317 with an on-base percentage of .457. This guy is always on the bases. Catcher JT Realmuto is currently leading the club with 9 homers and 25 RBI. He's tied for 8th in the majors in runs batted in. The Phillies are in the top 5 in fewest walks allowed, top 10 in most strikeouts. When it comes to the total in this one, 2 out of Spencer Howard's last 3 starts got over the number. 7 out of the Phillies' last 11 road games got over the line as well. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, we're looking at a Washington Nationals crew who saw 11 out of their last 14 contests get over the number themselves. Give me the Phillies +1.5 and the over 9.5 in that contest. All right, next and final matchup for the show, it is going to be Twins-Tigers, 7:10 p.m. Eastern start time. The Twins are the $1.60 favorite. Totals 9.5, juice to the under. The Tigers are plus $1.35 to win this one straight up. And if you like Detroit to cover the run line here, they're minus $1.15, catching the 1.5. We got Matthew Boyd for the Tigers, Randy Dobnak for the Twins. Now, Randy is 5-1 on the season thus far, 1.78 ERA, 1.02 whip. The Twins are in first place in the AL Central, 8 games above 500 on the year already. The Twins are also in the top 3 in fewest runs allowed per game, top 10 in fewest hits allowed per contest as well. Nelson Cruz, what can you say about the guy? He is currently batting .315 with 11 home runs and 27 RBI. He's looking like he's in his young 20s. He's actually tied for 5th in the entire league in runs batted in, while also having an OBP of .402. Minnesota ranks in the top 10 in road offensive hits, top 10 in fewest runs allowed away from home. They are taking on a Tigers team who has Matthew Boyd on the hill here tonight, 0-4 on the season with an 8.48 ERA. Boyd's walked 11 batters in just over 28 innings of work and has a whip of 1.74. The Tigers are in the top 3 in most strikeouts at the plate, top 3 in fewest walks at the plate as well. They're winning just 37% of their games at Comerica Park, and they failed to cover the run line in nearly 70% of those contests. Now, total-wise, 4 out of Matthew Boyd's last 6 outings stayed under the posted total. Meanwhile, Randy Dobnak on the other side saw his last 5 straight starts all stay under the number himself. Give me the Twins winning this one straight up, and the under 9.5 in that contest. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on Patreon. If you guys decide to sign up for a package here today, just keep in mind we bill you the day you sign up and then the first of every month following that. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, happy Thursday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.